Hey, it's Big E. Welcome to Big E's YouTube channel. It's Big E, aka Bishop Speed, aka that guy, aka the novice. Let's give out a shout out to everybody in Big E Nation. I'm kind of changing it up today. I was talking with excuse the shaky camera. I don't have a tripod, so I'm trying to hold this thing in my hand while I'm talking, so it might get a little shaky because I'll get muscle spasms. Um, I was talking with a gentleman today, and I was sharing some stories of personal experiences that I had with some people in my past with racing and stuff. And he said I should make some videos, so I'm going to make some videos. First of all, there's some people who helped me that are older than me, more knowledgeable than me, and much more successful than I was. And some of them are gone and passed on, some of them are still living. And it just kind of, if anybody knows my story, one of the reasons I started this YouTube channel is because these old guys are passing on, and these guys had a ton of information. They're pioneers, and they're like legends in my eyes. They're legends. So I kind of started the channel as kind of honor them in their memory and what they've taught me, and what they were nice enough to teach me because I was humble, or I try to be humble. Um, so the list of people off the top of my head, which I'm not going to do all today, it's going to be a couple videos that I'm going to do uh, to honor these guys. There's a list. Let me switch hands here. Hope you don't mind. Um, there's Jimmy Siedel, who I'm going to talk about today. Another gentleman by the name of Tom Goldman. Anybody who's into NHRA class racing, especially stock and super stock, if you're in the Northeast Division, that name should stick in your head. Another gentleman, Rick Medency, he ran a Super Pro dragster. I helped him for about 2 or 3 years with. That's another story. Also, a gentleman by the name of Jason Leindecker. He is now the owner of Coopersburg Auto Parts. He was another class racer who now kind of got out of it because his business like exploded because he's just really, really good at what he does. So, and I might even talk with him if we can even do like a shop tour with him, just to see what he does. And his shop is it's phenomenal. It's clean. It makes a hospital look like a pig pen. But he's very clean, very meticulous. He's helped me out. I can't even describe how much that man has helped me out. He's awesome. Anyway, I want to get back to Jimmy Siedel. This is going to be a short video. I haven't had a lot of this stuff. I get like bits and pieces. I hear like from other people because a lot of these old timers, they don't talk about stuff like who they helped or their notoriety or famous people they know, whatever. They don't talk about it. They just do their thing. They're very quiet about it. They let their elapsed times, and they let the speed, and they let the horsepower numbers talk for them. That's the way these cats are, and my hat's off to them. And I consider myself extremely fortunate to have talked to, benched, raced with, and have in all of the cases with these people do mechanical work for me and help me out with my racing deal. Jimmy Siedel from Allentown, PA. Well, he was very quirky. He had a very interesting sense of humor, if you will. And sorry about the hand there. I'm trying to move it to help. Jimmy Siedel, from what I understand, was a dirt track racer first. And he gave Mario Andretti, I'm sure all you heard that name, Mario Andretti. He gave Mario Andretti his first ride. Now, Mario Andretti is known for IndyCar asphalt racing. His first ride Jimmy gave him was with an open wheel dirt car, similar to what they were running on the Indy type circuit at that time, which was this the asphalt road courses. Except, of course, suspension was different and tires were different. I'm sorry, my hand is just shot. So he gave Mario Andretti his first ride, and gave him the ride. So up until the point he made it big. So basically, Jimmy built the motors and tuned and did the car setup. Basically, he set the car up. Mario would show up and drive. From what I understand, like I said, I didn't witness this stuff. These are things that I was told like second person, because Jimmy would never own up to it. Jimmy was very secret about his relationship with Mario Andretti, and rightly so. Jimmy was a very private guy in that he was very quiet. And again, he let his workmanship, the engines he built, the horsepower numbers, and the lapse times do the talking for him. Also, Jimmy was a member of the Lehigh Valley Timing Association, which back in the day, before there was organized drag racing, they used to have timing associations that would literally drive around. I mean, they had everything mobile. It usually was in the back of a station wagon. They would find a flat strip of asphalt. They would set up their timers. They would set up the finish line. And back in those days, the Christmas tree wasn't even invented yet. So, the old like 50s type drag racing was started. You had a flagman who would just, whip the flag, which a lot of controversy. I mean, there was always false starts and there was accusations that people were cheating, blah, blah, blah. And I'll get into the story about the whole thing with the Christmas tree, Buster Couch, NHRA, Safety Safari, and all that stuff. I'm going to touch on. Now that I think about it, maybe I'll do a video on that too with some sit-down time here and chewing the fat with you guys. Anyway, so Jimmy was a member of that club, the Lehigh Valley Timing Association. He worked at Superior Machine, Allentown, PA, and he built motors out of the garage of his house. So anyway, Mario Andretti, makes it big. Now he has his own custom, his own engine program, his own IndyCar, blah, blah, blah. So Jimmy basically went back to just building motors on his side gig or whatever. So I had the privilege of meeting Jimmy, I would say 2003, because I didn't blow it up, but the motor, the original LT1 I was in the turd, was smoking real bad, and I knew it was getting tired. So instead of running it another pass and possibly blowing it up, I parked it. Basically, we pulled the motor out. A guy that I was helping, who was running a 7-second Super Pro short wheelbase dragster, Rick Medensi, who I mentioned him earlier, he knew Jimmy. Jimmy built motors for his dragster. So basically, he introduced me to Jimmy, and Jimmy rebuilt the LT1. It was supposed to be a stock rebuild in it. So then, when I was at Jimmy's house, he had black and white photos of the car that he had Mario drive, the first ride. They had pictures of him and Mario in the winner's circle. A lot of history, a lot of neat stuff. A lot of it I forgot because it was how long ago? We're talking 2003 to 2005 that I had a working relationship with Jimmy. Unfortunately, I found out sometime later that Jimmy had passed on. I don't know what he died of. I don't know when exactly. I wish I could have paid my condolences. Unfortunately, I can't. I'm hoping this is a way that kind of I can help put that to rest for myself, just to share that he was a neat guy. He really was. Anyway, getting back to the engine, he rebuilt the LT1 stock. I mean, we reused the stock cam. I to this day, I don't know what he did with that motor, but with a stock cam and just a little bit, and not even really any head work, the car ran 1275 in the quarter, which is unheard of. So I don't know. You know, Jimmy swears he used all stock stuff, that he didn't do any work to it, but I know he did something. I just can't prove it, and I never will. That's a secret Jimmy took to the grave with him. God bless you, Jimmy, if you're looking down from above. We miss you. I wish you were still around for the advice. Um, but that's my story on Jimmy. Just he was a great guy, and these are the guys I miss. These are the guys who took time out of their day, out of their lives, to teach me stuff and to show me things that I still use to this day. And the big thing with Jimmy, very humble. I try to stay humble. At least I try to appear humble at the track. Um, that's just how I try to be. So that's today's installment of people that I know. I don't know. I'll figure out who I do next, but I'm gonna do a couple videos on these guys, just as my tribute and paying respect to them and the things that they taught me and their legacy. So anyway, I want to give big shouts out to Zilla Chronicles 52 Latimer, aka Mocha, aka the Black Shithawk. Give a shout out to him. Check him out. I know he's going to said about he was going to help me out this year, so we might get to the track if Governor McAsshole decides to open up PA and let us do some racing. So please like and subscribe. If you have anybody that inspired you with your career, your racing, your hobby, whatever, you can leave it in the comments. Also, I got new Instagram, new Facebook. Look up Bishop Speed. Check that out. I try to put content up on a daily basis, but I'm very limited what I can do. So so just check for that. I'm gonna try and put stuff up, but doing some stuff with the Shithawk. I'm gonna be switching gears and doing more stuff with the Turd here. We're gonna be getting her ready for the track real soon. And you've seen some videos of stuff we already did. So take care of each other. Watch out for each other. And hopefully we'll see you around at the drag strip soon. And like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time on Big E's. Thanks for watching.